Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we're looking at the DC Collectibles Batman the Animated Series Ra's al Ghul. And this is a character that a lot of people really like. People were really looking forward to this figure, and I have to say, they got some of it done really well. And then the rest of it's really terrible, just like the rest of this line. So whether or not you want to buy it, that's going to be kind of a judgment call. I'm going to give you all of the information you need to be able to make that judgment. So let's get it off the stand and take a closer look. This figure stands just about 16 centimeters, which makes it just about 6¼ inches. He's got some size to him, and he's got some nice sculpt work. He's got a little bit thicker legs, which makes him look like a kind of a meatier figure in general. And he's got that nice sculpt work for his vest, which looks pretty good. He's got the nice head. Looks like we have a decent figure so far, but as we get into this review, you're going to see why you may not want to pick it up. So let's start with the accessories. We have a total of 6 interchangeable hands. We have the 2 fist hands, the 2 gripping hands, and then the 2 relaxed hands. Now, the problem with these hands is that they don't actually have any wrist articulation. They have a forearm swivel, but they're all sculpted in such a way that if you rotate it, it looks like his arm is broken. So you can only really put the hands in one neutral pose. And then they're really fat from one angle and really skinny from the other. So they're just not really well executed. And on top of that, we have gripping hands with nothing for him to grip. He has no sword, which is very disappointing. We do have a couple more accessories though, and that is an interchangeable head, which goes with the cloak, which obviously can be put on either way. So if you want to pop the head off, you can pop the head off. It might be a little bit stiff the first time, but you can ease into it and you should be just fine. So you want to slide the cloak on. It has a little bit of a snap because of the way the neck is sculpted, so that's fine. And by the way, the cloak is all hard plastic. It doesn't flex really at all. So you can wear it like that. Put it on him, leave his head out, that's fine. Or you can pop the normal head off and put on his alternate head, which is pretty cool. I like the fact that they included this. It looks nice. You can even see a little bit of his face peeking out underneath. It's well painted, well sculpted, except as you can see on mine, and this isn't a big deal, but it is a little irksome. This eye is smaller than this eye. The way they painted the black on there just makes it look like he's winking, so it kind of takes out a lot of the appeal. Honestly, I don't know if I'm ever going to use this head. It just doesn't look that great. For the rest of the figure, is it any good? Well, the paint works okay. You can see the black and green around the chest. It's not too bad. That's alright. The face paint, not too bad. It's fairly well done. The eyes have some blue and some black, and then they have the black all the way around. The white parts in the hair, it's not too bad. It's acceptable. No problems, really. But let's talk about the articulation. We have a ball peg in the neck, which lets him look all the way around. For the shoulders, we have the hinge, only about 45 degrees out to the side. Why they can't figure out how to make a shoulder joint is beyond me. If you want to bring the arms forward, you can, but they have to go out to the side because of the way the sculpt is. Again, they just can't figure it out. No bicep swivel except for down here in the elbow, which doesn't give us 90 degrees, not quite. It does rotate around, so that's kind of okay. For the wrists, we already talked about that. We have that weird forearm swivel, which just doesn't look good at all. It's pretty much useless. We do have a waist twist on this guy, which is okay. Our hips are pretty standard. They go, not all the way forward, all the way back, surprisingly enough. Out to the side, no problem at all. His aren't the worst, but they still don't look good. No thigh swivel, single jointed knee, which doesn't work barely at all. And if you look carefully, you can see that it's a really terrible design. We have a little chunk of plastic coming out, which gives us our loop for the knee to move around on. And it's just a really... I've never even seen a figure made like this. And it's not like, oh, we came up with some new way to make it good. It's like they came up with a way to make it bad. I don't understand what they're doing. It's like they're going backwards with the articulation on these figures. It's just that bad. It's so bad. We have a boot swivel, which is okay, I guess. And then we have an ankle hinge. No ankle rocker on this guy. We're going backwards again, losing useful articulation. So ultimately, you're going to have him posed standing straight up and down without any accessories because he doesn't have any other than the cloak and hat. So ultimately, it's just not a really good figure. It's got some appeal to it if you liked the series, but that's about it. I feel like they're really banking on the fact that people are going to buy these on nostalgia, and that's about it. And I'm on my way to saying, I'm done. I'm probably going to sell them off and just call it there. I don't know, though. I really liked that series, and I grew up on it, so... If you guys haven't gotten into it yet, don't buy these figures. If you already did, then you already know what you're in for, and you might want to pick them up anyway like I am, but I really can't recommend it. It's not a wise decision, despite the fact that I'm doing it. So there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have new videos up every single day. We talk about action figures, movies, TV shows, video games, all kinds of fun stuff. So make sure you come back for that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.